can.
Okay, let's start, sir. Let's start.
Yeah,
We can.
we'll.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll not take.
Yeah, definitely.
Good afternoon. Prayer. Our Lord, as we gather here in the harbor of your safety, we thank you for fellowship and family. We ask that you will strengthen us, restore us, and inspire us with your love. Amen. Hi, all. Welcome ever smile and a farewell goes outside. So, with a great smile, welcome back to the third session of this international webinar organized by JPM Arts and Science College in association with Marian College Kutikanam Autonomous and our partnering institution Don Bosco College, Kalat, Assam. May Lord Almighty shower all His mighty love abundantly on us. I've heard that small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. So now, without much verbal pun, let me move on to the welcome address. As you all know, this is an international webinar series organized by JPM Arts and Science College. It's a wonderful college which is situated or located in the bosom of Idukki district. And we are conducting this international webinar in association with Marian College, an autonomous institution, and we have our partnering institution, Don Bosco College. And for this session, we have a wonderful man here as our speaker. Oh, I know we have, or we might have understood him from his words itself. He's such a fabulous person. So, sir, on behalf of all the coordinators, welcome to the International Webinar Series. Here we have Dr. Sherimon PC, the Faculty Computer Science, Computer Studies, Arab Open University, Oman. Once again, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And among with him, we have yet another great personality that is none other than very respected Dr. Jose James. He is the former registrar of Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. He is the man who introduced this wonderful speaker for this session. Sir, on behalf of everybody, welcome to this international webinar. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And we, the JPM Arts and Science College, is really blessed to have an eminent person, an energetic person as our manager. So on behalf of all gathered, would like to welcome Reverend Father Joby Vellaplakal CST, Manager, JPM Educational Institutions, to this gathering. Welcome, Father. And this international webinar, it become complete with the bond of three men in particular. Would like to welcome them in a series. First and foremost, a great, very respected Dr. V. George-Kuti, Principal, JPM Arts and Science College, Lebgada. Welcome, sir. Would also like to welcome Reverend Father Roy Pareparampil, Principal, Marian College, Kutikanam, Autonomous. Welcome, Father. And would also like to welcome Reverend Dr. Jose Paleli, Principal, Don Bosco College. Welcome, Father. And a word of welcome from the bosom of my heart goes to the IQSC coordinators, IQSC team, the technical team, and all the participants. Once again, with that great smile, would like to welcome all of you to this current session. And I think now it's time to hear something about the speaker of the day. So now would like to welcome Reverend Dr. Jose James. Sir, please.
Okay, of course, I'm not a doctor. Okay, well, thank you very much for giving me.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to introduce my very good friend, Dr. Sherimon. When Dr. Binu and Dr. Sheila asked me to find out a resource person for this seminar, the first name came to my mind is Dr. Sherimon. I know Sherimon for the last probably 20, 25 years because he was my colleague in the Mahatma Gandhi University. Both he and his wife, we were very, not only colleagues, but we were very close family friends. And even now we maintain that friendship and that bondage and everything. Dr. Sherimon is now the faculty member at the Computer Science Department of Arab Open University, Oman. Yes, so over the 23 years of teaching, research, and administrative experience in different institutions in different countries. Yeah, he is a former lecturer of School of Computer Science, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kerala, and he also was the head of the section of the Department of Information Technology, Higher College of Technology, Muscat. He holds the Toastmasters degree of Computer Science and Information Technology and a PhD in Computer Science. And I'm happy to inform you that he has won the prestigious National Research Award from the Research Council, Government of Oman, in Information and Communication Technology sector in the year 2014. He is the first Indian national who received this coveted award from the Government of Oman. He won the Group Research Award from the Arab Open University in 2015, and he won Research Excellence Award from the K College, Mahatma Gandhi University here, held in February 2020. Recently, he has awarded COVID-19 research project from Government of Oman. He has also published several articles and published several books also. I don't want to mention all the details because of the paucity of time. I don't want to elaborate further. And moreover, he is the director board member of the Bell Exim Private Limited Cochin, which promotes education activities not only in India, in several parts of the other places also. And he is the co-chairman of the Bell Food Corporation Kochi, and he is the founder of Bell Institute Research and Development Studies, BERTS India. His wife Vinu also is a faculty member of the Arab Open University, and I don't want to take much of your time. I'm sure this session will be one of the wonderful sessions you are having yesterday and today. Over to Shariman. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sorry. Okay. Can I start?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay.
Yes, sure, sir.
So thank you, Joe sir, for the introduction. And for me, Joe sir is my guru and my mentor, and more than a friend. Okay. So Joe sir and Andy, I remember Andy also this time. Okay. Anyway, we were very close family friends when I was in Mahatma Gandhi University. Last 18 years, I am not in India. I am abroad, but even every day we are keeping this relationship with the family. Thank you once again for this opportunity. It is a very difficult task, which I am going to take with 15 minutes, how to write a research grant proposal and the funding opportunities in India and abroad. That is my plan. What is my aim today? I am focusing on faculty member. The students, those who are in undergraduate level, if they are attending with me, it is only a motivation session. And the faculty member, those who are research scholars, kindly take my advice how we have to go for the funding. So more than a technical session or a research session, I would like to treat this as a motivational talk where my experience I would like to share with you in research, my research journey. So I'm going to share the screen now. Just hope everything is okay. Hope it is clear. Is it okay? I mean, is the okay?
Yes,
sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you. So please remind me the time. Okay. I am sure, because how to write a research grant proposal and funding opportunities in Middle East and India. This is a topic which I am going to share with you. Usually this topic, when I'm taking a workshop for how to write research grant proposal, it is minimum 2 days workshop. That I don't know how to reduce this topic to 15 minutes. Josar told me, please stop at sharp 15 minutes because another session is there. I will try my level best to stop at 15 minutes. I am keeping my mobile with a alarm. So definitely, I hope I can finish on time. So thank you once again. I would like to just give you the idea. I cannot give a topic how to write a proposal within this time. I would like to introduce the funding opportunities, and I would like to give you what is the importance of research, especially when you are doing a research project, or what is the importance of research project nowadays in academics. That is the most important one. So you can see that when we are asking for the faculty member, you can see that we are looking for, we never ask which subject you teach, which subject you are looking. No, even when I am coming to India for interview for the university, we are looking for, give your Google Scholar, give your Google Scholar citations, Google Scholar page, that we are looking mainly. And second, we are asking, did you handle any research project, especially those who are in business or management, or in computer science, especially in such areas, both, all the humanities and science. Because this is the most important scenario. The world is looking, the world academics, the world universities are looking for how many projects you are handling and how much fund you are handling. It is not for money. I'm not talking about money, but I'm talking about how you can improve your publication, how you can improve your Google Scholar citations. That is most important. So I'm repeating, my aim today to make you understand the importance of research with publications. I know that many people are doing research, but did you publish your research, or are you publishing in good journal like ISI or even Web of Science or even like Scopus, such index journal, which we are looking only for that. So you can see that this is my idea. And secondly, you can see that faculty promoted according to the same criteria, not only for promotion, because we know that, especially in India, in many cases, we are looking for faculty improvement program also for promotions. No, my idea, or what is my aim today, I am not doing anything for faculty improvement. No, I'm really talking about the importance of research. So as an international university, I am from Arab Open University. We have in all 8 countries in Middle East, from the other side to Kuwait and the other end to Africa, Sudan. So we are covering all the MENA region, especially Africa and all the Middle East countries. And we are one university, and we are completely depending on technology with one examination at the same time, with the time difference, with the different time zone. So you can see that this is the motto nowadays, either publish or perish. So maybe at 30 minutes, I will just stop for 2 minutes. Then I would like to get the chat, how you are looking for. Instead of just finish the presentation and you say that, sir, this is the one note we are looking for, there is no meaning. So we have to get the real benefit. So I will try my level best to cover things. I will go fast. So you can stop me with the chat window. I think, madam, the coordinators, I am requesting. So anything, you please come in the chat window and raise, then I will be able to see it, because I cannot see any other screen now. So the question is now, why funded project? Okay, why we are looking for a funded project? So my answer, one is academic improvement, then your publications, your resources, and the last one I am going to give the opportunity for the students. I'm going to talk about my research journey and with my research projects. Okay, I would like to just share my experience only today. And you can see that I am from Sultanate of Oman, from Muscat. And in Oman government, Research Council, like AICT, in the Research Council of Oman is the body which is handling about research. And you can see that 5 million Omani Riyals funded for 1 year, 5 million. You can note that 1 Omani Riyal equal to 195 Indian rupees. I am converting 1 Omani Riyal equal to 195 Indian rupees. Then you can see that how much money the government is spending. Even the Research Council started in 2008. And from 2008 onwards, I am associated with the Oman government research. And even the last research project which I received for the COVID-19 research, which we are working for a 6 months project. And the government is keen about the meetings and the progress of COVID-19 research, how we can improve the Royal Oman Police hospitals in Oman. So the question is now, do you have an idea? I know that many people, you are thinking, oh, how am I able to apply for a project? Because, research project is something else only for researcher. Who is a researcher? My answer is all of you, all the faculty member. I don't know whether you're stream, all the faculty member in the world, they are researchers, no doubt in that. Okay, so can you apply for a project? Definitely the answer is yes. Because I thought the same thing. When I left Mahatma Gandhi University and I joined in a Higher College of Technology under the Ministry of Manpower in Oman, I thought the same thing. Okay, we can apply for a project. No, we can. Definitely, anyone can apply for it. If you have an idea, if you think that is worth it for a project. So how you know that is it worth for a project? That I am going to explain to you. Okay, so how to know about the topic? Okay, because when you are applying for a project in any funding agencies, you can see that I cut short this presentation. This presentation is for a 3-hour workshop. So I cut short it into 1/3. So some of the the slides maybe I will skip. So how you know about the topics? Okay, so my dear researchers, my dear colleagues, there are many tools. I am going to give a topic, a seminar, a webinar for a university in Karnataka, in Coorg, next Monday. So the topic is enhance your manuscript with research tools. I mean that there are many tools in computer science which you can use to enhance your research. This is my suggestion, especially people don't know about these tools. I'm just giving about Google Trends. It's a simple example, or essential service. There are many tools. I'm just giving simple how to know that this topic is worth. Okay, so this is a simple example. You can just go to the Google Trends and you can see that which is trend. For example, which is a trend nowadays in the world. The question is only Corona. If you are going to COVID-19 research, if you are going to apply for any project, for any solution on COVID-19, the funding agency will fund. No doubt in that, because that is the current trend in the world. Okay, so you can see that I just search it and you can see that coronavirus. You can see how from February to these days, how it is moving. This is the trend you can see. So you can find out the trend using the tools which will make your job easy to move in that way. This is a better option. And another option, you can see that it is from UN, United Nations. When we are going to think about any project, you please try to collaborate with the international bodies. I'm just sharing the experience. So you can see that in UN, you can see that there is 7 goals are there, which are called the 17 goals. They are called, even it is called Sustainable Development Goals. You can see that, which are the Sustainable Development Goals. These, if you can go, if you can, when you are writing a proposal, if you can incorporate any of these goals with the international level, like agency, like nodal agency, like UN, definitely the funding agency will give the priority. I'm talking to you as a researcher, as a PI, as the principal investigator of the project, at the same time as a reviewer for many international funding agencies. Because when I am getting a proposal, how I am evaluating the proposal, such a way I am going to give my experience with you. Okay, and you can see the priorities when you are applying for a government, either Indian government or Oman government or Qatar government or Dubai government. Every government there is a priority. It is called national priority. If you go to the government website, you will get the national priority of the government. So in Oman, till 2020, this was the national priority. The government vision 2020 was manufacturing, mining, fisheries, tourism, logistics, and supply. You may wonder, these are the national priorities? Yes. If you can connect your proposal, your project with any of this one, definitely you will get the fund. Okay, so you will be wonder about when I share my experience with you. Okay, and but now you can see that, you can see Oman Vision 2040. You can see that Oman Vision 2040. When I am talking about 2040, I am repeating, when I am talking about 2040, you can see that national priorities. This is from the Oman government website, Vision 2040. So look how the vision is changing now. The first vision is, you can see that education, learning, scientific research, and national talents. And look, the second one, health. So especially those who are in any area, you please go for the interdisciplinary research. Dear faculty member, I am talking about how to apply for the research project. I'm not talking about the normal research. Okay, normal research when you're applying for, it's okay. But try to connect your research for funding. So what is the benefit you will get? You will get many benefit. Okay, because for example, you can see that the laptop which I am using, the projector which I am using, the mobile which I am using, all the equipment which I am using is not from the university. I got from my project. Of course, university is providing all these things, but at the same time, as I have the projects, I can go for my own way. Even all my travel, I got opportunity to travel almost all over the university in the world. Okay, last around 14 years, 15 years. So all these are through the projects, because we are getting the fund. Then you can visit other universities, you can publish your research. So I'm just going to give you some idea about the project which I am currently handling, only for your information. Okay, only for your information. This is, I'm from computer science. So you can see that this is the last project I got from 2 months back. It is COVID-19 research. So what is this project? We are using a system. We are going to make a system which is for Royal Oman Police. Royal Oman Police is the official police in Oman, in Sultanate of Oman. So we are going to make a system how to control the COVID-19 coronavirus spread, or how to treat without the people, they come to the hospital. So this is our aim, because Oman, the satellite centers are far away from the capital. There is no expert hospitals are there. So this is a project which we currently awarded. So it was an open competition of government of Oman. Around 440 proposals were there, and they have awarded for 20 proposals. Unfortunately, one of my proposals were accepted, and we are doing a project on that one. And you can see that maybe you heard about the technology nowadays called blockchain. Okay, blockchain. So you can see that. See, why I am giving the names and I am giving the all this information to you. You can see that blockchain to enhance the trust. Again, this is with the Ministry of the Sultanate of Oman. So again, you can see that I'm not going to explain more because of the time issue. I know that I'm going fast. Plus, when future, maybe if you want, we can go for a 3-hour or 4-hour sessions, the detailed way how we can do it, writing and everything. So you can see that job chain. Okay, that's the name of the project because I am going to talk about the title later. So this is another project with the blockchain technology with the ministry. Okay, and you can see that another project which I am handling now. These all are a very good amount of fund which we got from the government of Oman, which is all on the stage. I mean, it is all ongoing projects. So you can see that. See the name, with you, a clinical decision support system for early detection. I'm repeating, it is early detection of Alzheimer disease in Sultanate of Oman. Alzheimer, okay, how it is affecting the world. So you please note that any project, when we are planning any idea with the health sector, there is always, I'm not talking about the science, okay, not only science. In humanities, you can connect with always with the social science, you can connect with the health sector. Always any government is giving importance for their citizen. So definitely you will get opportunity for the fund. And you can see that another one is development of in seafood. I'm not reading everything, okay? And Oman fishery sector is very, very huge amount. I mean, the export is there in Oman. So you can see that this project is for fishery sector. These all are computer science project, but integrated with the different sectors. Okay. And another one, you can see that an artificial intelligence based decision support system for early detection of breast cancer. You know that breast cancer for ladies is a big problem in some part of Oman. So you can see that. So our research is so how for the early detection of the breast cancer, another project. Okay. And you can see that nowadays COVID-19 proved that how the MOOC is important actually. This project is 2 years back. We have started this project, MOOC Oman. Usually we are depending on mainly all the MOOC. Okay, all the MOOC in Western countries, especially for massive open online courses. So all the courses, but nowadays you can see that this webinar. Okay, even a college or a university or a college in Kattapana or even Idukki district is hosting a webinar. Okay, such a way the world is moving. See, this technology was there before. So that's why I'm telling actually because of some situation we are giving, we are getting some chances again. The other one is you can see that ontology driven decision support system for the hypertension this is in Oman. So all my projects, many projects are, I have other projects in Qatar also, but these projects are mainly we are handling with the Oman government because I am from Oman University. So we are associating. Okay. Again, there are other projects are there. I am skipping because of my time issue. Okay. So what is my aim today? To make you understand the importance of funder project. So can you apply for a funder project? This is a question actually. So from where you will get the fund? Is it from Mahatma Gandhi University? No, I don't think so. We will get from every university. So what are the other opportunities? Okay, that's why I'm going to just brief. So please note the importance of interdisciplinary research. That is most important actually. The people are not thinking in that way. You have to, don't think, suppose you are from business faculty, don't think only about business faculty. Think above that. Okay, interdisciplinary is the most important one. Okay, my question is, many people are asking, we never know about this actually, or will I get the project? So my answer is, did you try before? Did you try for a project? So for the students, the PG students or the research scholars, because when you are applying for a project, definitely you should be a PhD holder. I know that actually. But the question is now, the non-PhD holder, what they will do? So you can collaborate with anybody because it is a team. So you can see that this is the team. Of course, in team, there will be a PI. It is the principal investigator. You can see that it's a principal investigator. Then there will be a co-PI. Of course, the PI should be a PhD holder. The PI should be a PhD holder. But the co-PI can be a non-PhD holder, no issue. There can be consultant from anywhere in the world and co-investigator and research assistant. Any PG students can be a research assistant and any faculty members, they can be a co-investigator, even not of any PhD. It's not a barrier. It's not a barrier. So my advice to you, after my seminar today, I will not be able to give you the full idea how you can write the paper. I know that actually, but I would like to tell you there is opportunity. You please try to use that. What is the benefit? You will get international connections. A university in Oman, I can simply collaborate with. I have collaboration with Saint Kitts College in Kottayam. I have collaboration with other universities in Karpagam University. Many Indian colleges I am collaborating. So what is the benefit of that students? They are getting an opportunity to explore internationally. That is the main advantage, because as you know that nowadays media is not a problem. You can communicate with all the way. So definitely the beauty of these kinds of collaboration, your students will get opportunity to collaborate with the international university. That is the beauty of this one. And even you will get an opportunity to publish when you are going to get a funded project. Suppose, assume that you got a project. So what is my issue now? Once I get the money from the government, I am committed to publish, no other option. So publish or perish, the correct word is there. So the best way to publish, I repeat, my dear teachers, if you want to continue in academics, research is very important. Because, teaching, if you go to Google, there are, even after the COVID-19, you can see that because of the webinars and online classes, wonderful classes are there available in YouTube, okay, or even any kind of platform. The students can search it. As a teacher, what is your job? You have to just tell them where you can get it, that's all. But as a researcher, no, it is a different issue. So if you want to continue in academics, please understand that research is very important. So how your research is important, actually, you have to get money. Once you get the money as part of the project, you will get the financial freedom, which is very important in your life. You can travel, you can present, you can go to any university in the world. So these all are the beauty of that one. I'm not talking about the money aspects. I'm talking about the output of the research through this amount of money which you are getting through this one. When I apply for my first project in my life, I never thought, oh, is it possible? But I realized that it is possible. So I am just sharing my experience with you. Okay. So now the question is, do you have an idea? Okay, my question is, do you have an idea? Yes, maybe many of you have idea. I know that. Many of the faculty members, even from the very remote villages from India, I am sure that you have an idea. No doubt in that actually. But the question is, where to submit? Where to submit? How I know that the opportunities that I am going to explore today. These are the agencies. Simply we can say research organizations. That means like the Research Council of Oman, like this one. All ministries, semi-government institutions or universities. And I would like to focus on the private organization. Okay. The private organization. Okay, I'm repeating, the private organization. I remember in Idukki, I remember one of the projects from, I think it is from Kanjirapalli Engineering College, Amal Jyoti Engineering College. It was an artificial system for the cardamom. Okay, so I was wondering about that project when I got a paper from that one. So what I'm trying to tell you, opportunities are everywhere. How to get it? So if you want to collaborate with us in Middle East, I will just go to the opportunities in Middle East in 2 minutes. Okay, I know that I'm going fast, but my aim is to maximum information I would like to pass it to you. So if anybody of you like to collaborate with us in Oman, so there is opportunity. That is Research Council Oman. So only thing is you have to apply through one of the universities in Oman, but definitely you can collaborate with any of the universities in Oman. So if you have an idea, you can contact with any of the faculty member. Definitely we can support you. Okay. We can help you, we can support you. And you can see that, see, look, even in 2019, you see this news is December 9, 2019, December 9, 2019. So Research Council, Oman awarded 266 research projects. See, look, Oman is not a small country, not a big country. And 266 projects, okay, even smaller than India, I say Kerala. Okay, so you can see that even 266 research projects were awarded for this Research Council. Even maximum 18 or 20, all institutions together will be here. That's all we are sharing. I'm just going to Qatar. You can see that Qatar National Foundation. You can search. Okay, Qatar National Foundation. Okay, so Qatar University is giving good research values, and you can see that there are many research projects are available. You can try. The question is now how I can get it. That's you have to try. You can see all the informations are available in internet, and you can just search it. I'm just giving only small information. Al Qasmi Foundations. Okay, I'm just going to UAE. It is in Ras Al Khaimah. You can see that Ras Al Khaimah is an emirate where Josar was there in Ras Al Khaimah before. So you can see that they are giving, especially for cancer research, they are giving. So they are, all these universities, all these foundations, they are looking for international level collaboration because it is good for that university and the foundation. But unfortunately, I don't know whether we people are aware about this or not. That is the main issue. I'm just going to Kuwait. You can see that KEFAS. Okay, that means Kuwait Foundation for and then Advancement of Sciences. Okay, and you can see that Kuwait, this university, I mean these foundations, they are giving good amount for research. Okay, just giving only examples. So I'm going to EFAT. You know that actually. EFAT is a university in Saudi Arabia, which is mainly for ladies. Okay, so any ladies participant, faculty member, I mean women's faculty member, those who are attending with me, please note that there are many there is many opportunity exclusively for female faculty member. So you can utilize all these things. Okay, there are thousands. Okay, but because of my time, I just delete many of the slides. I'm just coming. In one of my research workshop, when I talk about the Middle East, people thought that, what about the India? Okay, I was looking for the India. You can see that I saw many opportunities in Indian research. I mean, all these are funded projects. The question is it applicable for the college? Definitely. I feel that you have to collaborate. You have to try. Without trying, we didn't know about whether we will be able to get it or not. So please note that Department of Science and Technology. I will share this presentation with the, with the college. So with the organizers. So I think the participants, maybe you can get this presentation. I don't have any problem because I have given all the website address fully in this presentation. So you can easily go through this one. You can see that Ministry of Environment, Science, those who are looking for the natural science. You can see that Ministry of Ayush, again, they are giving much importance for COVID-19 research again. You can see that, again, one is Crescent Institute of Science and Technology. It is their opportunity for the research. NCBS, that means National Center for Biological Sciences. How much opportunities are there? The question is, did you try in this way? I don't know. If you tried, if you did not get, you please come back to me. I can help you, definitely. So DFG, it is a French academy. Okay, they are giving Terra. Okay, Terra is another one, another opportunity. So I'm not going to explain each one. Just a snapshot I'm giving. I will share the presentation with you, so you will get more idea. Okay, Save Our Seas. Anyone from environmental science or anyone from a fisheries department or a food science department, they have opportunity from this Save Our Sea Foundation. See, look, these all foundations, they have money for this one. And there are many government agencies, they are looking for research projects. So this is my information about the opportunities. The question is now, the next question, before I am going to the how to write it, private organizations. Okay. I was looking for, I am the director board member of few companies in India, and I am also some founder chairman of some companies in India and Kochi. So I was always telling in all board meeting, we have to give an amount always for research. But unfortunately, none of the universities, none of the colleges in Cochin, nobody met us for asking a help in the research. I was always thinking, we are ready. Okay, I'm not telling a big amount, but a small amount, we are ready. And I just asked many of the my friends in business field in Cochin. They all told me that no institution never met us for any kind of research. I mean, research opportunities or funding. So why can't we? Even a small institutions in Idiki, if they can give 10,000 rupees as a research fund to one of the colleges in Idiki, that itself is a research grant. Okay, of course, when you come to the Middle East, definitely you will get maybe 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Okay, I agree on that. But even 10,000 rupees, if you are getting as a small starter research, that is research. No doubt in that. So this is my advice to all of you. All my faculty members, fellow colleagues, especially in villages, we can bring this culture. You can ask, you meet any of the, business centers or even business and entrepreneurs in your area, and just ask them, could you please support us? I know the business are very big problem nowadays because of COVID-19, because this will change within 1 year. No doubt in that. Actually. So you can meet. I'm not exaggerating anything. I'm just telling the fact, which, after COVID-19 started, before I get the government grant, I just called 2 or 3 friends, those who are in the business industry here. I asked them, because many companies have their CSR fund is there. I asked them, is it possible you people can support us in the COVID-19 research? Because I always felt that there is a big demand for computer science and COVID-19 research. They all agreed. But during that time, I got the government fund. So what I'm trying to tell you, without trying, we will not get. This is the main option actually. Okay. So I think I finished my half of the time. So do you have any comments or anybody having anything? Can I will just stop sharing 1 minute. So if everything is okay, can I move the same punch? Any comments or anything? Anything for 1 minute? Any chat? Anything? Any madam? I think, is it okay?
There is one question, sir.
Okay, please, please.
So how can I raise a project of the poor
Ah.
people who are suffering in this COVID situation in my area and publish my project nationally and internationally? And I
Yeah.
am very much interested in these studies. How
Yeah,
can
okay.
I raise this project internationally, sir? Please help me.
Okay, definitely. Okay. Sir, I will go for the Q&A session at the end. Actually, Father, I will answer the last. Actually, definitely I will answer. Okay, that's a good way, because my aim is to just motivate the faculty members also these kinds of research. So I will help you to how to move in that way. Definitely. Okay, definitely. Okay. Is it okay? Can I move the second part? Any comments,
Yes.
Father?
It's good. Yeah, very clear. We are all hanging on your lips.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I will
you
continue the
can
share.
carry on like this.
Okay, sir. Okay. So now you can see that I'm just moving to the second part of my presentation, which I'm going to explain about, okay, what makes a good proposal? Maybe I am answering Father question also now. Okay. So what makes a good proposal, or how you can write a proposal? This is the question now. So the first point is a good idea. So how you know your idea is good? As a reviewer, my answer is you are the one. Believe me, when you write a proposal, you know that when I share my experience, when I submit the COVID-19 proposal to government of Oman, my wife is my colleague also. I told my wife, 100% we will get it, this project. Even you remember, I think there was 440 proposal submitted from the medical science also. And out of that, only 20 proposal accepted. And I was very clear about my proposal because that was very much useful for society, especially for Royal Oman of Police. So that is the trust a researcher have on his project, idea. So that means I'm repeating. So who can say that this will be good? The first option is you, no doubt in that. Then of course you can ask any of your colleagues or friends. Okay, because don't go for a single man show. You have to make a team always, because funder proposals are always teamwork. So a good idea. Then second one is the research component. My dear fellow members, faculty members. So what is the difference between a normal project and a research project? A research project should have a research component actually. There should be something which is not yet happened in the world. You have to tell the world that I am exploring this component. It was not yet happened. Then you will be asking a question to me, is there anything in the world like that? Of course. If it was up to this point yesterday, if you can do one inch extension of that one, that is research. We all think that, oh, this is already done somebody. No, somebody did something. You try to enhance, that is your research component. So this is a big question. If I am talking about the research component, I can talk one day fully on that, because research is the most important. What is the research component of your project? That is most important. So think about this one actually. You please read the proposals, read the papers, and make your area. And you can, like the question Father asked, how we can help the poor people in that way. So I'm coming to that at the end. Okay. So you have to clearly mention the description of your research activities. Okay. I will give a simple example. Okay. In COVID-19, what was my project? Okay. I will give you. Oman is a country, as I am sharing. Oman is a country where capital is in Muscat, and there are many villages are there. These villages, ROP, Royal Oman Police, is very spread all over Oman. So the people, those who are suffering from COVID-19, if they have to come to a central hospital for any emergency, they have to travel minimum 1,000 kilometers in some cases, or minimum 300, 400 like that. Not easy. The government is banned the movement sometimes. So I was thinking how I can go an intelligence system to support these people using the COVID-19 scenario. So I propose an intelligence system using computer science that is called ontology. Maybe any computer science faculty member, those who are listening to me, ontology is part of artificial intelligence, ontology. So in the artificial intelligence, I can even the same system, almost not exactly, it is now implemented in Abu Dhabi airport. I don't know whether you have seen the video or not. In Abu Dhabi airport, if you are going, the COVID test is there online. Okay, not fully, but around 50% is happening. So it was my intention to make an artificial system to support the Royal Oman Police. It can then extend to the nationals. So it was my proposal. So see, it is accepted. Simple example. So again, I'm repeating, a good fit with funding agencies priority. I told you, when you are applying for a project in Oman government, please note that you have to apply, you have to understand what Oman government is looking for their country. If you are applying for a project in Qatar government, you please go through the priority of Qatar government. If you are applying for a project in Kerala government, you please go for the priority of Kerala government. So that is the most important one. When you are applying for a project for a private company, so for example, we have a seafood company also in Cochin. So the St. Kitts College, seafood, their food technology department, they are now submitting a proposal to us how we can process the shell of prawns. It is a waste. It's a big problem for a seafood company. And now they are bringing a proposal how they can make a product from that one actually. Wonderful idea. We will support because we all are looking for to solve a problem which is possible. My dear fellow colleagues and my dear faculty member, you please understand that even we are talking about we have to boycott China and all these things. We don't have a mobile phone. We are still depending on Samsung or iPad or even Apple. This is the reality. So we have to grow much. So even a small research, even in Idukki, for any kind of herbs, that will support the industry. That is called research. So don't think that research means something great. No, research means anything which can support the community. As the father told now in COVID-19, how I can help the poor people. So research, how we can do that. Of course, you have to apply some science or even some social science aspect in that. No doubt in that. But that is your ability to how to make it. Okay, then the budget. Suppose you are going to apply for a project for maybe 5,000 rupees or even 1 lakh. So, okay, let that funding agency is very big. I will go for 10 lakhs. No, as a reviewer, when I see the budget, I will immediately, I will reject the proposal because budget is very important actually. Because we know that how you are asking money, why you are asking money, this is important actually. So how much you want? I want this amount for this one. That is our aim. Clarity in the work plan. When you are applying for a project, you please dream. You have it in your mind. You have to line it clearly. Step 1, step 2, what is the output? Everything. And then write everything clearly. The last one and the most important word I would like to share with you, novelty of the proposal. If you are going to steal something from somebody, definitely you will not get the fund. It is plagiarism. It is copy. So novelty of your proposal is important actually. But now there is a question actually. A project or a proposal or a research happened in America. Can I apply the same thing in Indian scenario? Is there a novelty issue or is it a plagiarism? Not at all. When you are going to apply a project in Idukki district, which already happened in Arizona district in USA, it is different. Because, for example, the COVID patient, you know that the COVID patient in America and the COVID patient in Oman is different. All our research is different because you know that the cases are different. Everything is different because of the, all the geographic informations and the people, culture and their background is also very important actually. That's what I'm telling. Suppose a cardamom project in Idukki and a cardamom project in another country is different. So if they did that, you can try here. That is not copy. There is a novelty issue is not there. Okay, so I'm just trying to make many examples which Idukki district because of the hosting institute from Idukki, that's right. So before you write, read successful proposals. Okay, read successful proposals. Now, can we move to the pen to paper? I know I am going very fast. Okay, so what is the ultimate aim of the research? My dear fellow colleagues, this is the ultimate aim. Your Google index, okay, your citations, your H index, your I index, okay, because what is citations? How many people read your paper? You may be a PhD holder. Did you publish? Okay, I publish many papers. But nowadays, internationally as an academician, as a researcher, what we are looking for? We are asking how many people refer your work? That is the beauty of your research. Don't feel bad. Okay, I'm telling the fact to you. Okay, when I'm getting a resume for a faculty position in my university in computer science, I'm always looking on the citation of the faculty, the candidate. How many people refer your work? That is in 2015, 16, 17, like that. Okay. So what is the, I'm just going with the 10 minutes, I will just cover about this journey. What is the title of the proposal? Very important. As a reviewer, when we receive your proposal, every reviewer is looking on the proposal title first. You remember, when I title my proposal of my Alzheimer project, I have given the name as With You. I have given a name, With You. We are going to make an intelligent system to support the Alzheimer patients in Oman. So the name we have, With You, then it is information is there to support a decision support system to support the Alzheimer patients in Oman. That means the title is telling, it is a story, it is giving everything. So when a reviewer is reading the proposal, I mean the title, oh, this is good. First impression is the best impression, because every reviewer is a human being. Please understand that. So research questions. This is, I told that, what is the research? Okay, I cannot explain anything, I am sure that actually, because this topic is very big topic. I'm just brainstorming only. The research question, please, there should be research. For example, father is telling me, I would like to help poor people. So there should be research. So why, or how, which methodology you are going to apply, how you can do that actually, or in which scenario, or what is the reason, or how COVID affected. So what is the social circumstances there actually? So how these people are affected here, or what is their daily solutions, or how it's affected their area. All these are the research. So you can bring many answers from this point and you can publish it. For example, how COVID affected the people, those who are in hill stations in India. So it's a research, because the world would like to get that information. As a researcher, I would like to know about that one, because in any other pandemic happen like this, what precautions we can take. That is the beauty of your research. So you can give a solution. In this pandemic, we should be careful about that. There should be a result from that one actually. So the proposal, you can say, I'm going to study this one, how it's affected actually, or what are things there actually. And what is your research output? The output is how precautions, government, I'm sure it is social science, not my area. I am from computer science. Even you can apply computer science, you can integrate computer science in that. So definitely everywhere we have opportunity. We have to use that. That is our ability. Then the second part is, we usually in the research paper, in the manuscript, we call it abstract, but usually in the case of research project, we call it as executive summary. What is the meaning of executive summary? It is nothing, the complete of your project. I told you the father proposal, I just told the answer like this one. So first example is completely, what is the expecting outcome of the research? Also you have to give in the executive summary. Don't write the executive summary first. You have to keep the last. Okay, you have to write at the last only. Finish your proposal, everything, and finally bring it, make it brief, maximum 1 page. In 1 page, most of the reviewer in the world, they will not read more than the executive summary to take decision. Once we read the executive summary, if you feel that this project is not good, then the next we are reading only for namesake. But once you read the executive, excellent, good, then we will read carefully the other part. This is, I always ask my fellow colleagues, the reviewers, how you are doing. We have the same opinion because we are simple human beings. So introduction and statement of the problem. I'm just going to explain the heading only. So here you have to give the real problem. You have to, what is a research project? You have to tell clearly that there is a big problem here. You are going to say Oman government that Oman government, there is a big problem in your country. This is the problem. I am going to give a solution to you. Please give money. They will be very happy. Please understand that. This is my experience I'm sharing. Everyone will, you just bring a good proposal with me in the seafood industry in Cochin. There are many seafood exporters are looking for the solutions. Okay, you can give that. Oh, this is my situation. Definitely there will be. Okay. So can I take 5 more minutes, Josar?
Yeah, carry on.
Okay. I will try my level best. So next one is literature review. Okay. Literature review itself, we have to talk one day. Please, when you are going to write a proposal, please make sure that you have covered the literature review of till yesterday. You are going to submit a proposal today. Please try to include, you tell the research world that the work happened till yesterday is this work. I am going to do this work. That should be the beauty of literature review. And please note that There are many tools are available for literature review. You know, if you are going to read like the old era of Mahatma Gandhi University, maybe people are coming to the Mahatma Gandhi University library and looking for 1 day, 2 day. I know that many of the people from Mahatma Gandhi University sitting here. I was from computer science, the cellar of library. We were there. Those are know that the people has to climb all the mountain of the university, and you have 1 or 2 or 3 days. Now you just search. There are many index journals are available, or now indexing, portals are available. Many e-portals are available. You can register, you can get everything in your fingertips. You search that what happened yesterday, the Google or even many other tools will give you what happened this area yesterday in maybe in California or even in London, what happened, you will get that. That is the beauty of the research nowadays. You don't have to go to any library. Library is with you in your finger. So please write the objective clearly. What is the objective? For example, the father project. Okay, what is father your objective? Or father objective actually, how I can support the COVID patient? One question. Second question is actually how we can eradicate the poverty in this area, or even such pandemic. What is the precautions government has taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write everything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful topic. You said that this is my objective. I'm going to do this one in this way, for example. Okay. And outline of the proposed activities or methodology. Please, this is most important. You have to write clearly what you are going. For example, the father proposal. Okay, father, you have to give clearly what you are going to do. You say that, oh, this is my proposal. How? What is your methodology? How many years you are planning? Most of the project we can plan for 1 year, 2 years. This is the best option. Otherwise, because it will be obsolete. So this 1 year, 1 month, what you are going to do? You are going to collect the data, or you are going to do the meet the people. Okay, don't collect the data simply. Always nowadays we are always asking the university, our fellows. I mean, for my research colleagues or my research assistant, I am always telling them, meet people and talk to them, because usually when we are sending a online questionnaire, we know that what we are doing simply for namesake we will fill something. No, that is not the real research. You have to meet people, personal interview, meet people, ask them what is the real. Dear fellow colleagues, please understand that in Indian scenario, research is most important even in our villages. Our academic system, our objectives, our education system has to focus on villages in India. The research not in university. Research should be outside university. We have to go to the village and we have to understand the real problems there, and we have to find solutions of that one. That is research. That one government is doing here. That's I am doing here. How can support the citizen? Not, I mean, how to support the economy of the country. That's the main issue. Are we doing that? If you're doing, okay. If you're not doing that, you do go for a self-criticism or analysis. Are we doing it? If I'm just sharing my international experience with you. When I'm traveling to US universities also, I always feel that when I'm presenting paper in US universities, I always feel that, wow, we are doing this the same thing in India. Okay. Of course, maybe it is because of my passion to my country, maybe. Okay. Or it's a patriotism, whatever is there actually. So you can see that now, design, techniques, data collection, implementation, timeline. Each topic I can talk 1 hour. Okay. So you don't think that it is very easy, but it is easy. If you know it is very easy. Design your methodology, correctly mention your methodology. As a reviewer, when we read your methodology, we understand that what you are going to do. When I get some proposal, I love it because they write everything clearly. Please, we will be very happy to see such proposals. Okay. See, look, this is the example of, you can see that in year 1, what you will do, year 2, what you will do. And you can see that we write analysis, this one, design, we will do this. Okay, construction of ontology, update. This is one of my project actually. Apply the fuzzy model, then experimental, then progress report, then dissemination of knowledge. So what is happening? This is year 1. See, look, we will move like this. Year 2, again, publications. Year 1 also we are publishing. Year 2 we are publishing. So what is the research output of your output mainly? It is a publication. You are publishing to the world that this research I did, this is the result. Please note that. You are going to the world. You are not in Idiki. When you publish in an ISI journal, your value is going abroad. You will be world famous for good publications. And what is the next question? This is most important actually. Describe the benefits to the country. I'm repeating, when you are applying for, because it is win-win. No country will give you a single penny. Don't expect that somebody will give money. No. When you're applying for something, what is the benefit of the country? very important actually, the economic impacts of the country. Okay, how it will support the economy. For example, father project, definitely if the poor people in India, if you can do something for them, it will improve the economy of India, no doubt in that. So that is the real output of that. So you can see that it is supporting the human. There is another thing, social output is there. Many countries are asking the social output. For example, the father proposal, which you told me, the social output is very much interest actually. That one. Okay, budget. Please note that it is my first proposal, my first project. It is in government of Oman, and this project was a very big project actually. So it was around 55,000 Omani riyal, almost 1 crore Indian rupees. 1 crore Indian rupees is very good amount for a project in Oman, no doubt in that actually. Okay, but now the Gulf situation also not good like previous. Now they reduce the budget also. But you can see that. See, look how much money for consultancy is 2,000 riyal. That means approximately around 5 lakhs Indian rupees. And for my students, for my master students, I was able to distribute almost 36 lakhs. Okay, that means you can see that approximately 36,000 Oman riyal means approximately around 50 lakhs Indian rupees. So I was able to do that. For the software, I can purchase for 7,000 Oman riyal means approximately 14 lakhs Indian rupees. So I'm just giving examples only. Okay, not for exaggerating anything actually. Okay, so I'm going to wind up now. What is the importance of evaluation criteria usually? The proposal's novelty and originality, literature review, then clarity in describing the problem. I know I have to explain each point in detail, but time problem. Okay, then significance of anticipated. Please note this point, measurable outcome. Okay, the outcome should be measurable. Don't say blah, blah, blah. The outcome should be measured. That's, as a reviewer, we are looking on that point actually. Okay, so research methodology, how you are going to do it. You can say something, I am going to Sky. No, you explain how you are going to Sky. That's we would like to know. That way we are giving money to you. Then your qualifications, your background knowledge, your skills, all these are important, and track record of the PI. So my question is now, if you did not start this journey till, whether you may be a PhD holder or maybe a research scholar or maybe a master student, please try to do it. You will get it. Then you can see that interdisciplinary research, very important. Okay, so please do come out from your area. You collaborate with other area. So you can, nowadays for the computer science, collaborate with any area. Medical science can collaborate with any area. Social science can do with any area, because now there is no area. When I talk about the School of Business, you know that School of Business is offering research program in artificial intelligence in some of the areas now. Business analytics, artificial intelligence analytics is, we are claiming that analytics is part of artificial intelligence. But business department, many business schools are offering business analytics. What is analytics actually? Pure computer science, but it belongs to business department. For example, I am giving collaboration with other institutions. See, look, this is an example of, because maybe the JPM colleges collaborate with the Marian College and Assam College. So definitely this is the one actually. Okay, so please note that the value proportional to the money spent, that's also very important actually. Okay, so very important, be careful about the plagiarism. Please avoid plagiarism, because nowadays when you write your name, it is plagiarism. Don't forget that. Okay, I always tell in all my seminar, when you write your name, it is plagiarism. So be careful about the plagiarism. There are many tools like Turnitin and other thing. Before you submit, you please check your plagiarism. Make sure that you write it. Then don't afraid anybody. You can proceed. Okay, I'm just giving an example. This is the proposal life cycle according to me. Okay, you have an idea. Okay, so I have to write in a single paper. Please write it. Okay, then submit the idea to any of the funding agency. Just try it. Okay, of course you submit, you are waiting for the result. What happened? Decline. Of course, don't expect your first proposal will be accepted. Okay, decline. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so you can see that. Try again, because we are human beings, isn't it? Try again. Okay, but how? Improve it. The same project, improve it, or another project. No idea, no problem. More conceptualization. Revise it and apply it again. Submit again. See, look, fund it. Okay, so you got the fund. Once you get a fund of even 10,000 Indian rupees, my dear researcher, my dear, I'm not. There is no more academics in the world. Only researcher, because academics is YouTube or even Google. No doubt in that actually. Okay, so you can see that how you can achieve it only because of hard work. Okay, if you are ready to work hard, definitely you can get it, because To get the knowledge, internet is the best platform. You can get everything. Okay. So good luck. Thank you. I hope I am keeping time. It is 1:28 Oman time. So I hope that it is almost getting 3 o'clock in India. So this is my references. This is my mail ID. I will share this PowerPoint to all of you, with the organizers. So definitely I can, you can send it to everyone, those who registered with this platform. Thank you very much. I hope I'm on time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shariman. It was a wonderful session. And I'm sure everybody has benefited by that. And as you said, you kindly share the your slides to us so that we can go share it to the interested people. And I want to share one more thing. Sharimon is a research guide of the Lingan Marian Research Center of the Mahatma Gandhi University, sorry, of the Marian College Kutikanam. And those who are interested to do research through Marian Research Center can also join with us, can take advantage of Sharimon's advantage. Sharimon, as well as his wife, Binu, both are research guides of the Lingan Marian Research Center. So once again, thank you, Sharimon, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Or Sheila.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And it was really informative, sir. I'm also very much surprised and happy to hear this. And we were very much into your talk. That was the speciality of this session. I think so. Everybody might have felt the same. Once again, thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Reverend Dr. Jose Paleli, Principal Don Bosco College, to deliver the gratitude or the word of thanks. Welcome, Father.
Thank you.
It is my joy to say a few words of appreciation for this series of webinar, international webinar. We had 3 webinars. Each one, when we finished, we feel that was the best. And Capitol, today we had a wonderful cake put on our table. At the same time, all good things must come to an end. And this wonderful series of international webinar organized by JPM Arts and Science College through its IQAC office in association with the Marian College Kutikanam Autonomous under Paramash scheme and in partnership with Don Bosco College Golaghat comes to an end with a wonderful resource person like you leading the new avenues of research and searching for funds and for activities. Resource persons ensure the quality of the webinar. We had excellent resource persons for this series of international webinars. This series dealt with first day, theme-centered interaction, TCI, in higher education, led by Dr. Joby Syriac, Head Department of Hospitality and Tourism Management, Marian College, Kutikanam. The second technical session of today had innovations in teaching, learning, and research, a post-COVID perspective, presented by Dr. Binu Thomas, Coordinator, IQAC, telling us how to go ahead of COVID, not to be behind COVID, but we move forward ahead of COVID and be relevant in society. And the third webinar on research funding opportunities or how to write a research grant proposal taken by dear Dr. Sharmon, PhD, Faculty, Computer Studies, Arab Open University, Oman, was equally and more, mindstorming, making brainstorming sessions and finding how we can move forward with this power you are given to us. Thank you so much for putting so much life into our participants. There were 2 questions from one Emmanuel Purti and Jenny Bala. One of the question was not mine actually. One Emmanuel Purti asked the question. I put it for you, and then Jenny Bala asked what the budget limit for my imagination. Then you said it over 1 crore. With that, I think she was satisfied. We thank the management, the IQAC, and the faculty of the college for setting up such a rich table of academic feast before the participants. In a very special way, I place on record the contribution of Reverend Father Joby Vellaplakal, Vicar Provincial of St. Joseph's Province of CST Fathers. He is also the manager of St. Joseph's Rajakad and JPM Educational Institutions, Kattapana. In spite of all hectic schedules of the responsibility, you find time, dear Father, to ensure that the college plays a lead role for society. Thank you very much, dear Father. In a special way, I appreciate Dr. V.V. George Kuti, Principal, JPM, and former Controller of Examinations, University of Calicut, for his foresight and commitment to provide quality and professional educational service. He inaugurated the webinar and set in motion a series of interventions that will set a new vibrancy and innovative trends at JPM. A special love to Father Tony Adukuriyil, Vice Principal, JPM. Dr. Jose James, got a lot of connections to bring rich resources. I wish I was his friend also for Golgad College. I will try now.
Welcome, Father. Welcome.
Dr. Jose James, former Registrar, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. Madam Priya K, HOD of Management Studies. Binila Mol Sabu, anchoring the sessions. Dr. Assistant Professor, Department of English. Mr. Benish Joseph, Assistant Professor of English. Thank you all for making this a grand success. My deep appreciation for Madam Sheila S., Coordinator, IQAC, JPM College, along with other IQAC coordinators of Don Bosco College of Golgad, Dr. Sister Sheila Paul and Dr. Binu Thomas of Kutikanam, and all the faculty, staff and students, without whose hard work and cooperation and coordinating abilities of the IQAC coordinator, it would have been a tough time. But I realized today, sitting in this place, that the professors who are making teachers, students work this time through this webinar have worked most. Congratulations to all the faculty, staff and IQAC coordinators. A lot of works like documentation, certification, comparing, preparation works go unnoticed and yet very much needed for the smooth flow of the webinar, especially one that occupies 3-4 webinars put together, a series webinar. Congratulations to JPM College management, staff and students leading the way to webinar series, international webinar series, something very, very beautiful indeed. I would like to appreciate the participants, their good presence. I saw because of technological innovations, they first started with the Zoom platform, then Google Meet, and again back to Zoom. And every time they are ahead of the resource persons and panelists. They are the ones jumping to links. Who said students are inactive? They are very, very active. They are ahead of us in this deed. And they made this webinar a grand success. Congratulations to all of you. I would like to appreciate the technical teams who ensured a smooth flow of events in spite of internet failure and network issues. Once again, I would like to thank and place on record all those who in one way or other helped to contribute to success of this series of international webinars. Thank you. God bless. May we cherish these days and work together to achieve the targets which are decided in our mind for ourselves in collaboration with our partnering institutions, with guides like you, mentors like you, with our country for everyone's growth. God bless and good day.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much, Father. And a few words about him. You know, he is such a fabulous person. He is so much energetic and he has spent all his time and all his effort for the success of the international webinar series. And in a single word, if I have to define him, I'll say that he's a man of excellence and simplicity. And once again, on behalf of everybody present, thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Jose Paleli. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And now we have come to the end of the session. I think the feedback link is already provided. Now you can start sharing your views there. After the submission, I'm sure that your certificates will ring in your Gmail inbox. And I hope that we can see soon in some other webinars. And it is a series of webinars coming soon. And now I, Binila, would like to sign off, reminding you to stay home, stay safe. Let's fight against coronavirus. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure listening to you, sir. Thank you.